Bless me. Oh, how long have me... Oh, crap. She's asleep. You're dead asleep. You barely moved when I'd spoken. Oh, maker of heaven, your back and shoulders are tighter than a war drum. Your emotions are stressing you too much. I wish I could take... Wait.
Hello?
Hey, Kampus, it's me.
Oh, I know who you are. I'll slap my biscuits with strawberry and rhubarb. Where have you, my baby brother, been all this time? The last thing I heard was you were in Rome, sicker than a dog.
You know the weather there and I never get along.
That's true, I suppose. But I have a feeling you're not just calling about the weather. Talk to me. What's up? Does that olive oil you've been pining over? And before you asked, I heard it through Marcus.
Well, I've been assisting and associated with this young lady, yes?
And I assume she graduated from the same school as you did, and Father Gilbert pointed her to you. Did I miss anything else?
No, other than I miss your cooking and I need your help finding a solid writing job for her.
Rain, if she's sucking you dry emotionally, it's okay to back away. I know her writings, from what I've heard from colleges, can be rather mouthy, but when you have the brain of a woman going into a writing frizzy in a tightening time, there's only so much you can hold on to. Scariest thing I've read to this day.
Kampus.
Well, she took your time to write away, and there's a lot of publishers that know that she's difficult to work with. The girl is more tender than a honeybee.
Fortunately, the story's draft has calmed down drastically in the past 2 months.
Good. Now you can come home, write, and focus on more important things.
You know I can't just back away. Just as you know, in every difficult situation, we never back down from it, but embrace it with the art of patience.
I don't need another poetic form. I just need a simple answer. Not all of us are blessed with an imaginative brain like you and that girl you're smitten over.
That's
Oh,
not...
don't give me that. I know this call was more than just you begging me to make a better connection for her survival. You're lucky that the system is desperate enough to go a full year-round rotation, and you know what that would mean.
Yeah, much alone time.
Indulge me this. Why push her to that lonely path of work and travel when it would result in little writing time, let alone away from you, if you don't make the first move? I mean, she's drawn to you, and you are as much as she is, so why don't you want to be with her?
Oh, of course I do. But...
But what? Oh, Rainer, are you finally crossing the bridge of love?
What makes you...
Brother, stop. To love is good. For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all our tasks. The ultimate. The last test and proof. The work for which all other work is but preparation.
Did you just quote me, Kampus?
But it's true. For love consists of this. Two solitudes that meet, protect, and greet each other. Am I wrong?
No, but she needs not only this job, but the amount of enforced solitude and travel. I know, I shouldn't have thrown in her resume packet without her consent. Nor using my influential nepotism to land her a solid.
Rainer, my brother from another mother. I get it, I do. Just think about it. If you truly care about her, then knowing this job will force her to slow down, and the enforced travel time will make her think.
I know. Perhaps Bridgerton Island would be a good place. Hey, I need to go.
Okay, but think about what I said.
Will do. Bye, Kampus.
Bye, Rainer.
Go where you write. There you are true. Oh, Matthew. I know you're a figment of Olive's work, but you and Ava are a voice for my... Even if you found yourself in some prison in her mind, whose walls let in none of the world's sounds, through your words, many, as well as you, Olive, and Ava, will see them as your dear natural possession, a piece of your life, a voice from it. A work of art is good if it has arisen out of necessity. That is the only way one can judge it.
Storms make everything worse for the wearer. I can barely hear a thing of what's going on. Suppose the truth is negotiable after all.
You probably would like this book more than Sunshine. 20 minutes into this thing, and it explains so much of how the shit hit the fan, and no one has yet to clean this hell of a mess up for years and beyond overdue.
This is just one thing I don't get. How does an entire group of people join a very ambitious group founded by a trend?
Sins will be found out eventually. Or so that's how stories...
Come on.
I think I popped something.
Lay back.
What?
I need to see if you don't have a risk of bleeding to death. When was the last time you had a decent shower?
Not sure. Maybe
Ugh.
a week. Okay, a week at least.
Just go to the room down the hall and...
Nope. Can't do it.
Why? The water is hot, pressure is decent, and it has...
Seen so much that went on in those shower stalls.
Oh. Makes sense.
Sunshine, you have no idea what this place is known for, do you?
Just let me do my job then.
Don't worry, Sunshine. I'll protect you.
I don't need... Just hold still. So, those bathrooms, those graffitis.
The radical knights found poetic justice in the form of art. To Zoltar's delight.
Can you just leave him out of this? He's only a figment of your imagination.
Right. Sorry. Force of habit.
All good. Since you bear with me and live, am I any different?
No. Well, yes. I mean, it's because I like you the way you are.
As long as you don't. You still need a shower, though.
Sunshine, you sure know how to make a man feel dead where he sits. Even when he shows vulnerability. Daniel Moore, how in all that is above and below did you find yourself in this predicament? She's a goddess and human. Come on, Daniel. Get your head out of the gutter. These are uncertain times after all. You have a mystery man upstairs, a threat of reclusives, and God knows what other things outside. All right. Calm down now. What could
be wrong with you? Well, I can give a long list of many things wrong with your mind, Daniel.
What? No, it's not possible. I've been clean. I've
been living in a true sense of denial, Daniel Moore. Did you honestly think that when your blood is clean of that which is the sperm of my existence would truly kill me? By the way, do you like my voice change? Figured a little nostalgia would help you since the Arab accent is so late 2000s. And my vocab as well.
No. You can't. You can't be here. I vomited everything out. I served my time. You were to be gone.
Please. Even that sweet flower you're infatuated with knows I'm not gone. For I've always been within your mind, Daniel. Those who made a huge impact in one's life never truly die. Like those two jocks. Oh, wait. That's right. They're dead. Just as I strongly encouraged you to do. They decided to just push you around due to what people saw you for what you really were. A pathetic loser whose dad left his mom for not being sexy enough, and you too baby-faced to be worth anyone's time.
Do not bring my mother into this.
Why? Is it because she was a prodigy of a movement that promised her everything if she followed by the book? I heard the others talking. I heard of why she did what she did. How you told me, the counselors inside and outside the institutions, public schools and prison, even that Moss Coil inmate friend of yours. How you were responsible for your mom coming close to losing her job due to the many calls involving you having breakdowns and diverting moments involving fights.
You and Brody started it.
Me? Oh, I'm not Zach, my dear friend. Or am I? Who is it in your current train of thought?
Wanting to bring some of your hungered desires that are prolonging to due to the circumstances beyond your control.
No. Just why?
It's simple. You tried your best to release all that you have in your mind, or else it will drive you insane.
I am that which was a means of convenience for all involved. So the system claimed. Yet, it is no surprise that those who failed to adapt would drive those like us to be in their perfect cookie-cutter shapes. Trying to give a fish the ability to climb a tree by giving it tiger's legs, paws, and claws. But your mother...
Please, for the love of God, don't.
Your mother was going through so many things after your dearest daddy left you all 3 years before the murders you committed. You wanted to climb out of the cesspit of which your mother was more than willing to be at the bottom. It must be hard, being able to try to climb out of the hole only to be wounded and drugged down by the claws of those who want you to make your way to their level and beneath them. They, like you, wish to thrive. And yet, they thrive in the sod in which they wish to stay and allow their lives to be infected. This was proven so one day.
I just couldn't take it all anymore. I had to keep this new job I have afloat, and calls from the school about your troubling behavior weren't any help. The school advisors gave me a choice. Either medicate you, my only son, or you'll be expelled. The HMO wouldn't give a hog's crap about getting me to a skin check appointment. It's to no surprise that my insurance wouldn't pay for your therapy because we lived in between the poor and the above. I wasn't going to lose our home or our dignity to get medical help from the government by working at a McDonald's, Walmart, or any other job that would categorize us as a poor income family.
But then one day, in the mailbox of her mind, a miracle from God, supposedly.
Supposedly, you didn't think about what it would do to me, Mom? You know, I never wanted to take it. You never gave me a hog's crap in asking me what it was like before and after. What I don't understand, Mom, is why. Why did you give me a drug that wasn't even approved by the FDA?
Because I didn't want you to get labeled. Those records will follow you your whole life. I resulted in giving you this one drug, an antidepressant that helped me when after your father left, I thought it was safe since it was signed for by a doctor.
Mom! I was a kid. You know I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to be labeled as much as you do.
But it worked for me.
Exactly. It worked for you. A full-grown ass adult who didn't give a chicken's crap about taking the time to sit and talk about it. After Dad left, even you were taking that position. You were a ghost. A shell. You submerged yourself into a hollow cave with no light to aid you back. I wanted to release all the anger in my head and heart. I already in a dark place, and your aid
Was me. I. A friend that gave you, the boy, a means of expression. Suggestions of how to release it without going insane.
Well, congratulations, Mom. You've proven me right. 'Cause records do follow for life. And you ended up giving it to me for your convenience. Instead of taking the time to heal our wounds together, you just allowed them to become infected with the parasite bastards of thoughts that crept into my adolescence. Instead of taking the time to heal our wounds together, you just allowed them to become infected with the parasite bastards of those of thoughts that crept into my adolescent brain. And the best way to kill off a parasite was to kill its source of food. And that's what you did, Mom.
That is why I insisted that we tried to remove them all. Those who are both potential threats of the future set off the traps for those who'd done wrong against all. All who were obstacles of the greater purpose on hand.
I don't want to.
Oh yes. They only sucked not only the lifespan of their people, but the taste of exotic things that they can only give at the cost of their own souls.
Stop! Please! Tell them to stop!
And why should I? They are the ones who assign and allow people to interrogate you inside and outside the jail. They are the ones that force you to tear your soul and head apart to feel powerful. How you avoided the truth time and time again. Because the truth is always naked and negotiable.
No!
Because they see you as how your mother saw you.
Too much. Pathetic. Out of control. Psychotic. A result of an experiment gone wrong.
Shut up.
Socially and mentally.
Leave me be! Make it stop! Why won't you just go away?
To be the result as a means of control by a system that threatened to kick you out when in reality they failed you. As much as you are failing me now, Daniel!
Stop it!
I was set up for failure because you don't have the goal nor the audacity to give testimony to what it's like being who you are. But no. No, my dearest friend. My dearest friend, you resulted in taking the coward's option when people saw you more as a label. You wanted to take away the opportunity to eat the fruits of the seeds your actions sowed. Only one substitute teacher had enough common sense to tell your teacher that you have a name, and you were not just a label. That same teacher called out, and your hands shook, resulting in the gun going off, resulting in giving you that scar along your brow. But isn't that the sad truth of labels? Scars. They follow you for life.
I have talked with parents who use their labels as a crutch and never live up to anything because we allowed. I was afraid that my son would be beaten with the crutch less than the fear of losing my job. So I used this.
Oh, you poor thing. You've been alone for too long. It was seen in your writing. By all that is divine, I adore this woman's writing.
By all that is divine, I adore this woman's writing. She's the warrior, the Gardavia lady of us all, who is willing to bear naked for all to see in the form of her vulnerability. Perhaps that's why you like that Ava girl so much. So strong, masculine in her stance, beautiful beyond compare, and you both are labeled just the same defects. Murderers, thrown away, rejects from a society who were willing to throw you all into the dog fight pen for hoops to jump through for little reward. But I see through you, Daniel Moore, as a man who needs a Joan of Arc like her by your side. Dark love, how I envy you. To slow dance with such radiance, even as this world is burning around you too. For beauty is nothing but the beginning of terror which we are barely able to endure. And it amazes us so, because it calmly disdains to destroy us. For every angel is terrible. Indulge me, boy. Will you allow the world to burn if it means saving her? And those who are treated like lab rats? Are you willing to eradicate as those who would have done to you given the chance?
No! Stop it!
You know they would have. But only in the form of your skin, your motivation, to lead on a legacy like those of the flower, the tech turkey, the sandbox of children of 24 who never saw a future. People like those boys you slaughtered never deserved a woman, and especially not a woman like Ava. They never deserved anything. They didn't even deserve the lives you stole from them. You will have a chance to prove, but only if you...
Shut
Daniel,
up!
look at me. Look
Please,
at me. I'm right here.
stop it! Please tell them to stop!
Daniel, it's me. It's me. Who's telling you that?
Please, stop it! Make it stop!
What are they telling you?
He told me I needed to do something.
Who? Do you mean Zoltar?
No one crosses with Zoltar.
Then why weren't you taking anything?
I was forced to by
Your mother. She forced you to take them. The medication that brought him.
Don't bring Ava into the Zoltar. She knows nothing. Why must you taunt me with this girl who...
Because this is real, Daniel. Anne is about to kill you with this bar of soap if you don't let go of me.
Then prove it. Tell me something that...
And then what? You're gonna tell the sap story of how you allowed these stupid middle school boys who called you shrimp pull down your pants and encourage girls to slap you because your energy and weirdness isn't enough?
I'll give this woman credit. She's smarter than what your daydreams wonder.
Shut up.
What?
No. It's just...
Just let it go.
When I took them, at first, it felt powerful. But then I wanted to die. I am much too alone in this world. Yet, not alone enough to truly concentrate the hour. I am much too small in this world, yet not small enough to be, to you, just an object thing. Dark and smart. I want my free will, and I want it accompanying the path that leads to action. In what during times that begs the question. That beg questions. or something is up. To be among those in the know, or else be alone.
The only sadness that is dangerous and unhealthy are the ones that we carry around in public to drown them out with noise. Like dysenteries that are treated superficially and foolishly. They are just withdrawals after a short individual break, again, all the more terribly. And greater inside us in life, they are life that is unlived, rejected, lost, life that we can die of.